Hello everyone and welcome back to Pastel Massacre. Oh, we're gonna get to meet you now. Or I get to know you more. Kabuki Shadows. Shortly after the battle with the Figment, so now we know there's a possibility of encountering monsters like that. We ought to be more wary. Well, it was nothing the burnt s'mores couldn't handle. You seem awfully comfortable, considering I had to give up control. But you came back? That means somewhere in there Jasper is still fighting with everything he's got. He's not given up. And neither am I. Well, to be honest, I'm more than a little relieved. It'll make things much easier if we trust each other. Yeah, speaking of trust, well, what is it, Falls? I've been meaning to ask. See, I know the legend about the butcher, I mean. But, well, what really happens, if you don't mind me asking? No, it's alright. I've never really been able to tell someone my side of the story, so maybe it'll be cathartic. The year was 1986. I was a counselor at Camp Sunny Creek, same as you. Things were going great until the spirit board was discovered. Right, the old ghost phone. That's what the kids called it. We found it under the floorboards of the abandoned cabin. It had all these diagrams and documents stashed away with it. They were instructions on consulting an old Middle Eastern deity, Dagon. Some files claim that he was a Philistine god, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, of harvest and fertility. Other accounts depicted him as a wrathful tyrant of a deep sea. Both descriptions held some truth to them, I think, so you used the spirit board to contact him. It certainly wasn't my idea. The other counselors thought it'd be fun, something to scare the campers, you know? Nobody actually thought anything would happen, least of all Jasper Woodburn. It wasn't so cut and dry, though. See, Dagon needed a proper ritual carried out if he was going to incarnate. We needed a conduit, the salmon spirit totem mask, and he needed to be an able-bodied vessel, and that was you. Unfortunately. However, none of the counselors understood that Dagon came with a purpose. Being a god of harvest, certain sacrifices must be made to keep the land abundant and, well... Wait, the crystal clear waters, the blue sky. Camp Sunny Creek is beautiful because of Dagon. Those campers were the price that was paid to keep the land healthy. So then, when we called upon him using the old ghost phone, whenever he is called upon, he will answer. And I'll keep coming back to carry out his bidding until the curse is broken. None of those diagrams that you found describe a way to separate the vessel from Dagon's curse. Well, so there is a way. Jasper's soul is linked with the totem mask. It represents the avatar of the salmon and carries with it certain tribal properties. You see, Sunny Creek originally was native-owned land, and the elements there still abide by those ancient laws. The soil and the water remember their gods. Dagon is an uninvited guest. Okay, so then the mask needs to be destroyed. I'm afraid it isn't that simple. There's a ritual locals would perform when harvesting salmon. After eating their share, it was always important to return the salmon bones to the water where they belonged. Then the fish could reincarnate. I'm not sure if I follow. Jasper Woodburn was a kayaking instructor who he loved fishing and swimming. The spirit of the salmon watches over the vessel, so if you find his bones and return them to the water, maybe his soul could move on and his curse would be broken. That's totally doable. Where are your bones? That's the tricky part. They're hidden somewhere within the Camp Sunny Creek. I don't remember where. Memories are fuzzy for me like TV snow. Well, no worries. I'm committed to seeing this through. The camp is important to me. I used to go there when I was a little sprout as well. Well, as a counselor, I feel like it's my duty. I'll save you, Jazz, and every other soul trapped at Sunny Creek. Here's something else, Falls. What? Nothing. Oh, you giggled just now. I was just thinking. I feel like I'm in a fairy tale, you know? Seeing handsome prince free from a terrible curse has a sort of nostalgic charm to it. I think you have a few screws loose. Well, duh. How else would I have been able to escape from you at Sunny Creek? Besides, people who aren't a little weird are boring. You got me there, Falls. Doors and hallways are longer within the Inako house. and the walls don't always stay put. The entrails of the beast twist of each labored breath that it takes. And like with any good haunted house, people tend to get lost within the maze of memories. With the beating of a moth's wings, October Falls has been separated from their partner. Whoa. Jasper? Toby, where'd you go? There are things far worse than ghosts roaming. Toby now finds themselves in the black gap of the Anako house. With each step they take, paint peels off the melancholy walls, maggots have eroded the fragile tatami mats. The entire estate is thick with despair. Her despair. Hayashi Hanabi. Okay, Toby, you good, dude? It's just an old house. A really creepy old house, with a bunch of supernatural serial killers looking to hunt down specifically just another Monday, am I right? But Toby is not alone. There's a fly on the wall who wants to make their presence known. Ah, Toby, thank goodness you're alright. Mira? I assume you've been separated from the butcher. It's easy to get lost. I seem to have misplaced my Ellie as well. I think Jasper is around here somewhere. We got turned around is all. Then why don't I help you find him? I wouldn't be much of a gentleman if I left you alone in this horror show. Well, what's wrong? Are you afraid of me? I don't know. Toby, if I wanted to kill you, I would have done so already. You're without your protector, so it'd be the perfect time to sink my teeth into you. That's true, but Jasper thinks you're the type who likes to play with his food. I'm afraid you're far too delicious to eat. And besides, Ellie is on her own as well. If anything happens to her, I get hurt, remember? So it wouldn't be my best interest to make finding her my top priority. Yeah, that makes sense. See, I'm as harmless as a kitten. Well, in any instance, I think it would be wise if we worked together towards our one common goal. I guess you're right. Splendid. Although, I just couldn't help but notice that everyone here has some sort of team name. If we're going to be partners, we should think of something catchy for our little duo, don't you think? I guess? How about Candy Corn? Nice ring to it, don't you think? I don't know, it's a little corny. My Dole says I think I'm infatuated. Coming on a bit strong, don't you think there, buddy? I don't know any other way. Oh, we should probably look for the others, huh? And spoil all the fun we're having. Oh well, I suppose you're right. Why don't you lead the way? Chances are, whenever that ghostly chick is, there's going to be some action. Are you suggesting running towards danger? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm certainly not against it. Darn tootin'. Look, there's no sense in trying to hide, right? In the Nightmare Fun House, we're bound to run into trouble sooner or later. Personally, I'd rather not be caught off guard. Then let's go get ourselves into trouble. After wandering through the Anako house for what could have been hours, Team Candy Corn encountered a strange moaning coming from the main living quarters. Do you hear that? Be ready for something delightfully dreadful, Karamiya. There in the clearing, a woman sits shrouded in crying. Perhaps a lover has scorned her. Or perhaps... What the? That is so not right. Oh my, Lady Blobfish. You'd make an excellent addition to my drifting circus. It's a shame I feel my imagination acting up. So what's your gimmick? Ooh. Oh. Right. This might not count as an attack. A watery sigh. Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to pass turn there. There we go. That wasn't so bad, huh? I think it'll take some time for me to get used to fighting these figment things. Thanks for watching out for me back there, always. While Toby ventures into the Anako house may have proven fruitful, the walls are still crawling. The chambers have changed once again. Oh. Oh! Oh. I'm so sorry. That was totally an accident. I'm such a freaking klutz. But I just noticed his, like, neck is, or his, like, collar is TV static. No need to apologize at all. I must say, I'm a bit surprised, though. Now I want to add you to my collection more than ever. What are you talking about? Just that. Get away from her, clown. Pardon me, Butcher. Didn't mean to steal your prey. I ain't anybody's prey. What's going on here, Falls? I was looking for you, and... What's wrong, killer? Are you jealous? I don't blame you. Toby and I do make a pleasing couple, don't we? I'm just surprised she's still in one piece. Well, I do have an obsessive personality, I'm afraid. Once I get a taste for something, it's hard for me to calm down. I'd rather savor my experience than be greedy. You can understand that, right? Toby, are you okay? This freak didn't do anything to you, right? I'm fine. Good. Now I think it's time I taught this punk a lesson. Teach me a lesson, huh? I'll try to show some restraint as well. Oh golly, here we go. Back-to-back fights? Oh goodness! I didn't expect to fight one of the main cast this early. No save either. Oh, that's not good. Step on up, folks. The world-famous, Mirabolano Poblano's knife-juggling spectacle. Oh, that's bad. I'm just gonna hope this is a fight you can lose. Yeah, I have no healing items anymore. I guess I can just... all I can do is just hope. Okay, there we go. That fight... Okay, confusion strats can very easily lead to you just not being able to do anything and just dying, you know? Not sure if I really like that boss. Oh, we got more... I don't think those are the ones that heal health, which might be an issue. You're a skilled duelist, Butcher. To tell you the truth, I'm a bit surprised. I would have thought you'd be slow and clumsy, but you have some promise. I thought clowns are supposed to be funny. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave for now. This was a fun distraction, but I really should find Ellie. The poor thing is probably starting to get lonely. I wouldn't bet on it. And Toby, I look forward to our next date. Next time without your guard dog. The slasher of Team Circus Peanut acrobatically vanishes into the shadows of the mansion, leaving Toby with the Butcher of Sunny Creek. I really can't stand that guy. Yeah. Now we have a bit more privacy. Want to tell me what happened? I was worried about you. He showed up when we got separated, but nothing happened. He actually helped me look for you. I see. I'm built sturdy, remember? I managed to survive the Butcher of Sunny Creek, so that guy is no big deal. He's a little manic, but nothing I can't handle. It's just we can't make friends in this game. There's only going to be one team left standing. I know. You can count on me, Jazz. I can handle myself. I know you can, Final Girl. I think for now, our best strategy is to avoid as many encounters as possible. The house itself is unpredictable, so maybe we should make our way to the courtyard. We'll be able to get a better vantage point from there. Sure thing, boss. The sooner we're out of this place, the better. Now we're united. Team Burnt S'mores sets out towards the once lush gardens of the Inako house. But who or what will be waiting for them when they arrive? I'd like to check something real quick. Okay, the game doesn't say how many or the demo page doesn't say how many chapters are currently in it. I was just curious about that. The bird s'mores have finally arrived at the open courtyard. Phantasmal blue spider lilies hang suspended in the air like gloomy lanterns. They are an extension of Lady Hayashi, and by proxy the rest of the house. While our duo may feel a bit more at ease, gaining distance from the infinite prison of hallways and doors, there's always a soul creeping nearby. Golly, I'm really glad we're done with that place. All of the rooms were starting to look the same. I'm not sure we're out of the woods yet. This clearance gives us some stability, but we're still in Hanabi's turf. As long as we're stuck in her horror movie, we'll be at a disadvantage. I suppose we should go over what we know about her. It might give us a clue on finding some sort of weakness. Not a bad idea. Well, we know she was burned alive, which means her spectral form, she probably has some sort of affinity to fire. I thought I saw some aloe back in the mansion. Just kidding, although, what's up? If I think about this like a video game, then this is a good matchup for us. How do you mean? Just based on your strengths, you're probably a water type. And if she's a fire type, you do the math. I don't really get what that has to do with video games. Oh, you know, like role-playing games with turn-based combat, elemental rock, paper, scissors shenanigans. Back when I was alive, only total dweebs played video games. Except for Super Plumber Hop. That was actually pretty radical. Oh boy, you have a lot to learn about the modern age. Just then. As do we all. But that won't be a problem once I win. This tedious game reincarnate into a new vessel. Ghost Babe. How is that possible? I didn't sense her presence at all. One of the few benefits of being an apparition, I suppose. I've just abandoned a duel with that spoiled brat of a prince. If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not soil my garden with your entrails. Just roll over and die for me, won't you? We certainly wouldn't want to overstay our welcome, right, Jazz? We'll just see ourselves out. No. No, wait. You said if we were in a video game, I'd have a pretty good chance of winning, right? I mean, yeah, but trust me. Okay. You honestly think you can erase me in my own home? The little prince may have outmatched me, but this is just insulting. Toby, I'm gonna try and buy us some time while you figure out her weakness. I'm counting on you. You got it, Chief. How amusing. Fine then. I'll devour you like a moth to the flame. I thought we were supposed to be avoiding her. Haunting lanterns. You probably have to kill those first. Oh, are they healing her? Oh, I did again. I passed turn. And you cannot die to slip damage in this game. Good to know. If he dies, I basically can't win this. Because Toby does so little damage. Thank you for targeting Toby. I need to have you attack and just get lucky. Like, I feel like any attack is just gonna kill you anyway. Oh my god, there we go. Okay. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised. You seem adept in the, ephemeral arts as well. No matter, you still can't harm me in my current state. Jazz, are you okay? She doesn't seem, to have any weakness. Physical attacks just pass right through her. I'm fine. Dagon can channel spiritual damage as well. I've wounded her, at least I'm sure of it. As if on command. My lady, there you are. I was worried. Shizu, I'm so relieved you're alright. Shizuku, you're the other member of Tayaki Sunset. That's right. Were you two entertaining my lady? That's awfully kind of you to keep her company in my absence. We were separated after our encounter with the honey scarabs, and well, I'm just happy to be reunited with my lady. Shizuku, you want to be with me, right? And live in this house, just the two of us. Yeah, more than anything. We have intruders in our house, and you know what that means, don't you, my pet? Yes, my lady. Hey now, what's going on? I want nothing more than to make Lady Hayashi happy. And my lady needs a proper vessel. That's what we're fighting for, after all. And I'm not sure if I can allow her to wait any longer. Shizuku, what are you suggesting? What kind of partner would that make me? I'm not strong like Miss Falls, or clever like Miss Ashcroft. But as something that none of you... But I have something that none of you possess. Complete and total devotion. My body is yours, my lady. Let us unify once again, flesh and spirit in one vessel, to give up your autonomy, to allow yourself to be possessed by a spirit willingly. Shizuku, you don't understand what you're sacrificing, to live life fractured. Wouldn't wish this hell upon anyone. But don't you see, we don't need to wait for our dreams to come true. Our horizon is right in front of us, my lady. All we have to do is reach out and grasp it. Sweet Shizu, do you know the consequence of your request? I give myself fully and completely. That's what it means to love someone unconditionally. Very well, then. Shizuku, two flames cradled with the same lantern. Two embers burning from one another. Two damaged souls intertwined by fate. Love or obsession, the unification is complete. Tell me, Team Burnt S'mores, do you believe in ghost stories? Ah, Ellie, there you are. You weren't avoiding me, were you? Drop the act, you don't have to pretend anymore. Ellie, you know I don't like that word. Like I care about your feelings. The only reason you aren't dead or buried is because we're tethered together, remember? You know I just want to be your friend. Can't we put the past behind us? We're stuck here together, so we may as well make the best of things. Make the best of... That's some sense of humor you got, clown. It's all the fuss because of... I'm sorry, what was her name? What was her name again? Rosemary. Her name was Rosemary. That's it. Rosemary, terribly plain little thing, really. She was kind, and funny and trusting. Too trusting. But not you, the ever-resilient Elliot Wilde. Even with all the adversity you've faced, your determination has never wavered. It's Ellie, just Ellie. Shame, isn't it? You never could be the boy your father always wanted. Shut up. But Elle, I understand you, I really do. Believe me, I know how hard it can be to meet your family's expectations. That's why I want to make my own, and you have a place within it, with me. I'd sooner die than join your twisted excuse for a circus. That can be arranged. And pleasantries aside, I've grown rather bored with your attitude, Missy. I've set my sights on a new interesting specimen. Are you talking about that October kid? I'll admit they've caught my fancy. If you think I'm just going to stand by while you ruin another innocent girl's life, then you've got another thing coming. Poor Elle. The way I see it, So long as we're in service to the Lazarus Foundation, you don't have much of a choice. So, my dear, shall we get along with the rest of our date? There's still plenty of mansion left to explore. Whatever. The animals continue to hunt one another. Soon there will be blood, as the Pastel Massacre games will claim its first victim. How much more is there? We're at another half hour, so I think I might leave it off here again. We'll continue this next time. I'll see you folks later. Thanks for watching.